Hi, and welcome back to Our Hollywood. I'm Kim.
And I'm Daniel. Hi, guys.
And yeah,
Oh.
hey.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey. So this week's episode is Dynamic Duos. And you
Yeah.
could say that we're a dynamic duo.
I agree.
Wait, period.
Okay.
I don't know. I just thought about that in the moment. I was like, wait, we're literally a
Yeah.
dynamic duo as fuck.
I think
I think like a fucking TV show about our like high school like and college years would tear.
it's. I always think like I'm like maybe it wouldn't be that exciting, and then I drop like a little like high school lore to someone, and they're like, "What?"
Because I think our friendship is so interesting in the fact that we are like, I would say we're pretty close friends,
Mhm.
but like we hella don't like have the same friend group or anything. Like we
No.
both have like different friend groups.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I think that would be interesting like plot wise.
Oh, like in the show, like in high
in
school.
the show. Both, all of it. We've never had the same friend group.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never
Sit
thought
with
about that.
Sit with
Sit
that,
with
seriously.
Okay, period. Well, yeah. So we're doing dynamic duos today. This is a new format. We're
Mhm.
spicing things up.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing lists
Yeah.
here on the pod.
This is our BuzzFeed listicle episode.
That's crazy. Crazy. Remember when you were obsessed with BuzzFeed?
Oh, 100%. I literally was convinced I was going to work there.
I'm
I did
surprised you
work at
didn't.
I did work at like a BuzzFeed type company,
There you go.
and I'm good. Thank
Okay,
you
that's
so
fair.
much. Yeah, it forced me
okay.
back into retail.
That's girl. That's dark. Anyways, before we
I'm
get
having a
into
good
that,
time. Anyway,
well, yeah,
yeah,
whatever. I was telling him like sometimes you need to be a corporate diva to be able to queen out,
yeah.
and you know.
I'm queening out right now.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well, what'd you watch this week?
I hella only watch Despicable Me.
How was it? What
It was
is this one
silly.
about? I don't even know. I don't think I've seen the last one.
It's always the same thing, just like
A new villain.
another villain
And the minions.
and the minions. Yeah, it's just silly.
Did you hear?
I just needed to hee hee ha ha.
And that's fair.
You know.
Did you see that thing where they were like, "Oh, they're like never gonna get older because it's like a."
I was wondering that. I was like, wait, this little baby has been a baby since
Yeah.
baby.
They said that they're just not gonna get older.
Yeah, who cares?
Okay, interesting. I feel like it would be interesting to see them growing up.
The babies? Well, not babies.
The,
It's
the girls,
Agnes.
yeah. Like I feel like that would
Yeah.
be interesting with the dynamic. Like if Agnes had like a rebellious teen era. But like we're on the fourth one, they're not gonna.
Yeah.
It's too late.
It's really not that
They,
serious.
they
you
can.
guys.
Well, no.
Yeah.
This
But
is-
the fact that the oldest girly, Margot, I
Mhm.
think, she was wearing a Brain Dead shirt. Do you know what Brain Dead is?
yes, love Brain Dead.
I literally.
I have some Brain Dead
do?
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they hella do cool collabs.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But the fact that she was wearing a Brain Dead
That's
shirt.
actually crazy. I did not know that.
I
Is
literally.
it just the logo?
Yeah, it's just the logo. And I literally was like, who?
Margot is like that girl.
She-
Yeah.
She
Mhm.
hella, like, if Brockhampton was on, she would hella have a Brockhampton face. Like,
Yeah. And Miranda Cosgrove is so good in that role.
yeah, like, it just makes a lot of sense.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Also, the Despicable Me ride, I cry.
Well, yeah.
It's. Thank you for. No one agrees with me.
Why?
'Cause-
It's so heartfelt.
Yes. In like, what other ride gives you that like? Oh, they don't like. He doesn't care about their birthday. Just kidding. This whole thing was a surprise for them.
Wow.
Like, period. Like,
Yeah.
what? Okay. Like, what other ride gives you an emotional
no, he's
plot
a
line?
good dad.
Yes.
Gru is a hella good dad. Also, fuck, I forgot the tangent I was gonna
About Despicable Me.
about Despicable Me. Yeah. Oh, the fact that they got Pharrell. Like, honestly, I shouldn't even be surprised about the Brain Dead thing because the fact that they've had Pharrell doing like the score for these movies, like they're tapped in.
And they're good. They're
The
always good.
the song that they dropped with this one, I literally was like,
Really?
it always hits.
Okay, I need to watch it. What was the third one about? don't
I
even remember.
literally don't remember.
You watch it and then you're like, that's it.
It's just really like that type of story that's like, ooh, a little silly adventure and then family. Aww.
And it's the same like emotional beats every time.
Yeah, and I eat it up.
Yeah, period.
And that's exactly what I'm looking for. Like, especially when I'm watching like all these like deep like film movies. Like sometimes I just need a hee hee ha ha.
I agree with you.
So
Yeah, sometimes like
I used to be an Illumination hater, by the way. So I've really
why?
turned around.
Did you
I
like the
don't know.
Mario
I watched
movie?
like a video essay about it, and
Oh.
it pissed me off, and I don't even really remember
Like,
what it was about.
Is it like internally like?
It's about like their animation style, like, and I got really mad for the Pixar employees for some reason. I don't know. I can't even fucking. Don't even ask me.
What about the the Mario movie? Did you like it?
Mhm.
Okay, period.
That was gorgeous.
Yeah, I thought it was so cute. Like
Yeah, it
the
was
way they-
beautiful.
illumination.
I think we just
them.
need to stop with the Chris Pratt-ification of voice.
Oh, girl. I don't like the way he went. Like action star, like voice acting. I'm like, girl, you were so good in like a comedic. Like he was so good in Parks and Rec. And like that's just my favorite thing that he's in. And it's like,
Yeah.
girl, we didn't need you to be buff and fight like velociraptors.
And that just like shows them like there's a whole like line under there about masculinity and how
Period.
it's
And we'll
like,
get
it's
to it
all,
in a
like-
few weeks.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh wow. So yeah.
Period.
How do we get there? Who knows? What did
Like-
you watch?
Girl. Okay, so I have a few movies, but first I want to talk about the show that I just started watching, and I was like, literally the entire time I was like, I think Kim would like this, and I don't know if
Ooh.
you've seen it already. It's on Paramount Plus. It's called Couples Therapy.
No, I have never even heard of that.
Girl,
Wait, sounds like
Kim. Okay, Dr. Orna, my queen. It's a reality show.
oh.
Yes, but it's like not the what you're expecting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Dr. something Orna. She is a couples therapist,
Mhm.
and so there's a number of couples that are it's all real, and the cameras are like out of view, so they just feel like they know they're being recorded because they filmed them like at home, and
Mhm.
there's B-roll, so you know that they know they're on a TV show, but in the session, there's no cameras, so they're in it, and you follow the journey of each of these couples throughout like 10 episodes. But it's not only the couples, it's also the therapist herself talking with her therapist about like so they'll show this couple and her and the therapist, and they'll have a conversation, and then they'll go to the therapist talking to her therapist, and you kind of get to hear her thoughts about it, and like being like, I don't know how to approach this, and the therapist being like, well, here is like, what do you think about this? But it's just so
Wait, they're collabing on the therapy. That's crazy.
they're queening out, girl. They both have their laptops open, a little notebook, like, and I was just, I don't know, I cried multiple times.
Oh wow.
Because it's sad, like, just the concept of like these couples they're like they need help, like they're like, we want to be together, but this is not working.
Mhm.
So that in itself is sad. But then the ending, girl, as soon as it ended, I started sobbing.
Oh wow.
I was like, why are you crying? And I was like, I don't know.
it wasn't a happy ending.
It was just like, no, you have to watch it because they can't
Okay.
spoil it, because you will cry too. I know you will.
Is it short?
The episodes are like 20 minutes.
Oh, period. I need a short
Like
ass show.
we
You guys-
watched it in 2 days, and
Oh,
there's 4
I ha-
seasons.
Period.
No.
4 seasons and
It-
you watch it 2 days?
No. We watched season 1.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We're getting to season 2, but we just watched season 1.
Wait, the fact that it's been going on multiple
Yeah.
seasons.
And then
this
I
shit is
searched-
not like TikTokified.
Yes.
Doesn't
Well,
make sense.
I searched it up. The first thing on TikTok is a clip of Charlie XCX talking on Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers' podcast about how much they love the show and that therapist. Like, she's such a
Oh,
queen. Charlie's like, I
wait.
love her fashion.
Oh, I saw that clip.
Yes, it's about the show
her.
Couples Therapy.
Okay.
Kim, it's so good, and there's one man that will make you want to kill someone. He is so
That tends to happen.
like, I would look at your side. I can't believe people like that exist. But I'm not gonna say anything more because I think everyone should watch it, and we'll
Okay.
circle back and we'll talk about
We'll
it
circle back.
because it's so good. I'm just obsessed with it. But I did watch a few movies. I mean, Longlegs, not scary. I think you'll like it. And I'm not
Okay.
trying to be like, oh, it wasn't scary to me. It's just like, devil stuff just doesn't scare me anymore. Does it scare you?
A little.
Okay, so maybe because a lot of people are like, it's so scary, and so I
But
went.
I
in
think it's like the religious trauma of it all.
But me too. But I think to me now, like, the devil feels so like abstract.
Be careful what you say. Okay.
No. Like abstract. Like
Oh, okay.
I'm
I
just
get
like,
what you mean.
it feels like such an easy like villain. But it's still a really good movie, and I loved
Right.
it. Sing Sing. I did text you. You needed to watch
I
it.
know.
And you have
it's
to.
hella gone.
Already?
It's literally gone.
It just came out.
I know.
Oh damn.
Maybe it's playing at Century City, but it hella is like, it's one of those ones that is only plays at like one theater. I know.
It's so good. Amazing. I watched Twisters. Period.
Do you think it's gonna be one of those sleeper like Oscar nominated ones?
Yes,
Okay.
because
period.
Colman Domingo is so good
That's
in it.
king.
Oh wait, I also have an update for the pod.
Oh.
You know how last week I couldn't see?
Yes.
Okay. They labeled my contacts wrong. So I had my right one and my left eye, and my left eye and my right one. So I couldn't see because they were the wrong prescription.
That is really bad.
And I was so like, no, it literally like I just swapped them and now it's fine. But
I know, but like
I couldn't see Coleman Domingo.
That's what
And we
I'm
went to a
saying.
Q&A and he was right there and I couldn't see him. I was
that's
so
what I'm
pissed
saying. It's
off.
really bad, and you were driving like that.
Yeah.
That's why it's really bad.
Okay, well nothing happened, guys. But we did figure it out. And then I watched Serial Mom and I loved it.
Serial Mom.
It's a John
That
Waters
gives
movie
you boots.
from 1984. Look at Matthew Lillard in this movie. Oh,
Matthew Lillard.
wait. Girl, let me show you. You're going to eat this. It's another one of those like Joaquin Phoenix and...
Joaquin.
So I don't know why I said it like that.
Joaquin Phoenix is in that too?
No. Like how he looked so good
oh.
in that movie, so you watched it.
Yes.
Like this is... Okay.
Oh, wow.
the silence leading up to the reveal. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, my God.
And his outfits in this movie, well, not that one, but there's this one where he has like a little beret, like he works at a video store.
Wait, cute as hell.
It's about a mom in a suburban neighborhood that just starts killing people because she's like fed up.
Oh, and you
it's
love
not
that
a slasher. It's not a slasher. It's very much a comedy.
Wait, period.
Okay. Anyways, that's what I watched this week. But I mainly wanted to talk about couples therapy.
Yeah.
So I was like, you guys need to go on this. It's like everyone knows about it.
Right.
Anyways, okay, guys, the way we're splitting up, or I guess structuring this episode, is different because usually we go like, here's this one, here's this one.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing 5 and 5 secret top 5 dynamic duos.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to talk about your process picking and deciding?
And I'm gonna be so real. Like, I just have been working so much,
Mhm.
and at my job, I literally cannot like be on my phone, love.
Mm-hmm.
So these are like off the cuff. I'll be
That's
real.
fair.
Like, these are like gut reaction, and I just know that like
You're gonna
tomorrow
think of
I'm
one?
gonna wake up and I'm be like, fuck, I didn't put that one on there,
And that's okay.
and that's okay. It's really okay.
And
It's
this
not
is
the end of the
just
world.
Same for mine. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna agree with this like even next week.
Exactly. And that's just the type of people we are.
Yeah, whatever. So we're gonna do our honorable mentions first, and then we're gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and
Okay.
do our big reveal of our favorite duo.
Oh, that's my Wingstop boots.
And they're all over.
You didn't hear
did
that
someone
knock? Yeah. You hella didn't hear the
No,
knock.
no,
That's
no.
crazy.
Do you want to go get it?
I'm going to give him a second.
Okay. Okay. Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to do your honorable mention?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
hella have Wingstop on deck after this episode, guys.
Yeah. I'm gonna rush through them just because I want to mention them, and I'm gonna explain why they didn't make the top 5.
Mhm.
So Otis and Eric from Sex Education. I just love that it's like a straight guy and a gay guy like bestie duo. And they're both so likable and their relationship is so believable.
Mhm.
Even when like they do really messed up things to each other, like you're still like, oh, they're besties.
Yeah.
And so I really like that.
You ate with that one.
The reason I didn't put it is because I felt like it wasn't that iconic. Like it's not like iconic.
It could have been.
It could
if
have
that
been.
last season tore in the way
Yeah.
it should have.
I just feel
I'm still sure it tore. It's just
Yeah.
like with all of the time in between, you know.
and Shooty was clocking in at
Yeah.
BBC Studios.
No,
So he was like,
exactly.
I gotta go. And Barbie Studios. So he was like, I'm leaving. Which is so fair for him. He's
Yeah,
eating. I put Lilo and Stitch.
Right.
The reason they didn't make it into my top 5 is because I was like, well, Stitch is like an alien.
That's the whole.
I don't know. I just feel like they don't count. Do they count?
Whoa, so you don't care about your aliens, huh?
I just
You
feel
don't
like
care
they
about
don't
women.
count.
You don't care about aliens.
Stop. I put Art and Patrick from Challengers. The reason they didn't make my top 5 is because
It's too fresh.
it's too fresh, but also there is like I feel like their relationship after Tashi gets there is more interesting than before. So I was just like, well, then I feel like it doesn't count. That's like a
Okay.
throuple. I put Shelly and Natalie.
No, there was a couple like group dynamics that I was like,
Yes.
wait.
Yes,
Yeah.
same. Literally same with me. I put Shelly and Natalie from The House Bunny.
Wow.
They didn't make it because I feel like they're not together that much on screen.
No.
But I feel like we really needed more of that.
Oh, 100%.
Because they were iconic. And then I have Sally and Jillian, the sisters from Practical Magic, because they're just so cute together. Like, oh, I love them. And
yeah,
they love each
hella
other,
cute.
and they're so like different, but like the
Mhm.
sister dynamic works so well.
Yeah.
They barely didn't make it. I just liked these other ones more.
Right.
Okay, who are your honorable mentions?
Okay, well, 2 out of the 3 are from Parks and Recreation, because that's one of my favorite TV shows.
Yeah.
It ate. Anna and Leslie. Anna
Period.
and Leslie.
Love.
I just love like the chaotic and neutral collab.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
I
yes.
just think they're so sweet, and they really, and the fact that they like are friends outside of it, like,
Love.
period.
Love
sold
when
that.
they make TikToks.
Love. Ron and April also.
Oh, that is such a good one.
Right?
I thought you were gonna say April and Andy, but April. I mean, Ron and April is a really good one.
No, because it's just like the 2 most opposite people in the office,
Mm-hmm.
like on paper, but then
Oh,
when
you
they
ate that.
interact, they're like, you're like, wait, they're literally the fucking same.
You did eat that.
Thank you. No, and
But
like,
why
low-key-
did that not make your top
That's
5?
why I'm like low key. I'm like, wait, because I was like, I was on girlhood mode when I
Right.
when I made my list, but
Okay.
now I'm kind of like, wait, Ron and April tour.
Are you
And
gonna move that
honestly, I
on
feel
to?
like that's gonna be the one that's gonna change it for me.
Okay.
That's the one I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, well, and that's number 4 now.
I feel like they're gonna shift as we're talking.
Oh, 100%, 100%. And then Cal and Jacob from Crazy Stupid Love. That's Ryan Gosling and Steve Carell's characters.
Oh.
I just think that's so interesting, like broing out, but like in an interesting way.
I actually okay.
They broed out. They didn't clean out.
Because
They
they're
broed
very
out.
different characters.
And that's
that
a
movie.
theme
And
that
I
we're
love
gonna
that.
see. That's a theme we're gonna see in my list.
I think
Spoiler.
same.
I love opposites.
My 5 is kind of stupid now that I'm looking at it. Okay, guys.
It's still gonna be good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna start with my number 5. Number 5 is Shaggy and Scooby from Scooby Doo.
Mm.
And now that I'm like, because like I kind of this is kind of the same thing as Lilo and Stitch. So I kind of like, why did
You
I?
didn't even follow your own rule.
No. But I think the reason, okay, one, it's like a guy and his dog, which is like such an already an iconic duo. But Scooby can talk. And my favorite thing about them is they literally have no business being there. They don't want to be there. Like, literally, why are they there?
what's their motivation?
Like, no, literally, like, why are they there? They're like scared. They're complaining the whole time. Like, literally, why
The hell
are they
just
there?
want to eat.
And
and chill.
period. And that is so fair. Like, the only thing that motivates them is food.
Well, I literally never thought about it like
no,
that.
literally, like, they don't care about like anything else.
But like,
I'm talking
are
about the
you-
cartoon version.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. Like specifically the cartoon version, but I feel like it applies to him.
Yeah.
Like any.
I'm just thinking of the scene at the end of the Scooby Doo movie where they like are eating the hot something and then they had to like roll out Scooby's tongue and put the ketchup on it. I
Oh
think
my
about that
God.
a lot.
Why?
I don't know. It just like changed something in my head.
Those movies are really good.
Don't even get me started. Those
Okay.
are like some of the best family kids movies ever.
Yeah, and
really
they
is.
still like, you can rewatch them and they still hit.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them.
Oh, 100%.
I wish they made a third just to round it out.
Right. I'm
Um.
sure they were gonna,
Yeah. Well.
but
yeah.
then Hollywood hated fun, so
Period. They didn't want us to be happy.
no.
Okay. Who's your number 5?
Number 5 is Jesse and Celine from Before Sunrise.
Is this Ethan Hawke?
Yeah, Ethan
And-
Hawke and Julia Delphi.
Okay. Talk me through this.
Okay,
So they're
right.
a couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yes.
Okay.
They're
well.
never like
yes.
boyfriend girlfriend, but like
Isn't there 3 movies?
yeah, I haven't watched a third one though.
Oh, so we don't.
I'm
know.
really scared.
Okay.
They definitely don't end up together
You know it's
though.
Criterion?
I know.
That's crazy. I just
Well,
didn't
have
know
you
about it.
seen that?
No.
That I'm like, wait till you fucking watch those movies
Are
because
they sad?
no,
Oh, okay.
I think it's very hopeful about love.
Love that.
You know,
I do love
I
that.
think that's why I like it because basically, like both of the movies, and I'm assuming the third one too, like are essentially literally just them, the whole movie.
No other people?
Basically, no. Like they interact with like people at cafes and like like stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
But like, I would say a cool 95%, if not 97, is just them,
That's a lot.
and they carry that shit. Like
Period.
whoa. And the fact that it's directed by a man and it's done with like such care. Like, well, it's the same guy that directed Boyhood. You know that movie?
Yes, the one they filmed over time.
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think they're just a dynamic duo, not in like the comedic sense, but in like the whoa, they tore crazy. Like, I actually believe that they are in love with each other.
So
like,
you mean the actors or the characters?
the characters.
Oh, okay.
Like, the way they bounce off of each other is just so sweet and
Okay.
nice. And like, it just made me very hopeful about
Period.
love.
Okay.
And like about like just connecting with humans, not even just about love, just like about how like there can be like a spark and love with somebody that you even just met.
Okay, period.
Yeah, and I just love that. It's like one of my favorite romantic movies now.
Is it a
Like-
comedy? Or it's just like, oh, they're
No,
in
it's
love?
just like basically pure romance.
Oh, period.
Yeah,
Okay.
pure romance. Period.
Period.
I love them.
Yeah, you ate that. So to go from wholesome.
Oh, I guess like also like Selena is like probably one of the best written like female characters in my opinion.
Okay,
She's
period.
definitely like a little like artsy, like she's very thought provoking, but like I think it's very earnest.
She stops before the line of manic pixie.
Right.
Like
I'm sure some people view it as her as
Okay.
that, but for me I just felt like she ate that.
Okay. But for me, I feel like she ate that.
Yeah. I
Okay,
definitely
period.
could see like how some people are like, okay, girl, but not for me. And I usually am that person. I'm like, okay,
Period.
girl, but
Okay,
she
period.
ate that. Anyway.
Okay, so yours was a very wholesome one. I picked a toxic one
Ooh.
for my they're toxic, but maybe not to each other necessarily. I picked Brooke and Carrie Dubek from The Other Two. Have you seen that show?
No.
Okay.
Literally never heard of
The
that.
Other Two is literally only 3 seasons on Max. It just ended. One of the funniest shows to ever exist.
Oh, you talked about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And basically the premise is these two are siblings that are kind of like they haven't really done anything with their career. And then all of a sudden one day their brother goes viral and becomes like Justin Bieber level famous. And
I've been dying to watch this ever since you told me about
damn,
it.
it's so good. And just it's like so smart. The jokes are so funny. There's like some literal jump scare
No,
cameos.
Max eats when it comes to their comedy shows.
Yes,
I fear.
yes. Yeah, it's only 3 seasons. But so their brother and like I just like their dynamic because they like encourage each other's delusions, and they're both like so horrible. Like they suck so bad, but then like they don't really necessarily like sometimes they call it out in each other,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other one's like, oh wait, maybe I should stop being terrible. And then sometimes they just encourage each other's delusions, and I just think that is such a like interesting like sibling dynamic
Mm-hmm.
that we like rarely see.
Yeah. Very
If you haven't
cute.
seen it, you should watch it.
I was literally thinking like
It's such an
shout
easy
out
watch.
Hacks. That's also a dynamic
Shout
duo.
out Hacks. You know, I was gonna put them, and then I was like, I'm actually not happy with.
Not happy with how. Yeah, I remember you saying
Yeah.
that. I'm almost done.
Maybe
I'm
by the
looking
show,
through
by the
it.
time the show ends, I'll be like, oh,
Oh,
they're a dynamic
100%. Totally.
Dynamic duo. Meg Stalter. What are their characters' names? The manager.
Oh,
and-
I know what you're talking about.
The manager and Meg Stalter. They
need
Emmy
to-
nominated one of them. I don't remember who.
Kayla and Jimmy.
Yes, Kayla and Jimmy. That's a dynamic
They're
duo.
a dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Damn, that's my another.
Yes, she
honorable
does
mention.
sometimes harass him, and we need to talk about it. But it seems like the writers were like, okay, maybe we should stop with that, and
Yeah.
now they like moved away from it.
Period.
Yeah, dynamic duo them too. So yeah, I love a slightly toxic dynamic duo, but they still like you could still see they care for each other,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, that's sweet.
I'm okay with that.
How many seasons was it? 3?
3. It's
Wait,
such an easy
perfect.
watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Also, as soon as
do you feel like it ended well?
I love the end.
Okay, period.
It's so good, but as soon as the last season was coming out, a writer like staff writers on that show were like, "Oh yeah, the showrunners are like they treat us horribly," and they released a picture of them, and it's like oh girl, the show was self-insert boots.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened with that. I still think
Yeah.
it's worth a watch because
Yeah.
it's like everyone did such a good job.
That is crazy.
Like I'm telling you, you will laugh out loud.
No, at my job, like so many entertainment people come and sell,
Uh-huh.
and like just listening to their conversations, I'm just like, whoa, tea as fuck. Anyway,
Period. Tea like what? Like not for the pod.
Yeah, not for
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, who's your number 4?
Derek Morgan and Penelope Garcia from Criminal Minds. I ate, huh?
Is this the one with the glasses and the...
Yep.
Oh, you did
Baby girl.
eat this.
Baby girl.
Okay, you did eat this, Ken. You did eat this.
I need to put that like TikTok sound that's like...
I met her.
Like, that's me.
At
Was she
Comic-Con one year.
lovely?
So nice.
She
Like
gives.
she was checking out, and we were in there for like, I don't even remember. I think we were getting breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
and we went up to her. And we were like, "Oh, hi, like sorry to bother you. We love you so much." And she was like, "Oh, like blah blah. Like, do you guys want to get pictures?" Like she was like overly nice.
Oh my god.
And it was so early in the morning. Like I was like, I don't even think we should go up to her. But she was so nice about it. She was so lovely,
Mm-hmm.
and she's very like. She seems very much like the character.
Period. I love that.
Love
shit.
her, yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So Derek Morgan and Penelope Garcia are on my list because I was really sitting, especially like with my fruition as a woman. And I remember watching Criminal Minds and being like, whoa. Like nerd I love like a nerdy like girl like
With like
flirting
a
with a hot man.
Yes.
And it's like reciprocated boots. Like, oh,
you know what?
that did something for me when I was
You did eat
when I
this.
was like a teen.
Yeah.
And I also like it's like you can tell they genuinely earnestly care for each other,
Okay.
and the fact that they can handle situations like that in such high stress like scary situations, and they got each other's back down.
Yeah.
They ate that.
Yeah.
And they're hot. Like
Period.
period.
You know,
Yeah.
also one time they were filming Criminal Minds on my campus.
Well, of course.
I didn't see it.
I hella had to stop watching Criminal Minds though because
Scary.
I hella got paranoid.
The show is scary.
No, it's so scary. Like I literally got to the part where like Aubrey Plaza's in it and she's dating Matthew. That whole, do you know that storyline?
No.
Oh my god, that one scared me down. Like it just got like a little crazy, and I was like, wait, I'm scared. So I
Yeah.
had to stop, and I never finished. I think I got to like season 5 or 6 or something.
I think I want to rewatch it because I never finished the show. I think I only watched like season 1.
Mhm.
But sometimes I'll see clips on TikTok and I'm like, it was like full just a horror like TV show.
Yes,
Because
dude.
like, CSI is like, oh, we're finding like this person
No,
who did
Criminal
this crime.
Minds is like that fucking. Do you hear the theme song in your head?
Yes, Criminal Minds.
That's
is like,
how that shit feels when you're
Yes,
watching it. Like they
yes.
ate that little theme song.
Yeah, it's so scary. It's like this person cuts off thumbs and puts it on people's doorsteps. We need to find him. Like it's never
I
something
remember
normal.
the one that sticks in my head is like one about like a pedophile, like Boots
Wow.
that like live like I think he like ended up living across from a school and like started like it got so dark.
Well, yeah, like
It got hella dark, and then also I thought it was interesting that they got into the mental state of like the workers as well,
yeah,
because like
Minds,
no
period.
Criminal Minds, bitch, like literally
Yeah.
they ate that show.
Yeah, they did.
I had to finish it. I feel like I'm in a better headspace. I feel like I was much more like anxious, paranoid, like scared of dying, which is crazy that I would watch that show at that time.
I have another update. I'll let you finish.
And that was pretty much it. Like,
okay.
and I think that's why I got so paranoid. I feel like I could finish the show, and I need to because that whole cast ate. To be
They're
honest,
doing a sequel show on Paramount Plus. It's called Criminal Minds Evolution.
Oh.
It doesn't have all the cast, but it does have some of them.
Mm.
I don't know what the storyline is,
Right.
but that's what's happening. Really quickly, last episode I said I was going to read Miss Dalloway because I wanted to understand the hours a little bit better, the Virginia Woolf book. Girl, let me read you this just really quickly. I literally wrote it down because I was like, I need to mention this on the pod. It looks like a lot, but it's not.
Yeah.
And I think they say this in the movie, but like it didn't click for me. And then when I read it, I was like, it's only 200 pages, and I'm struggling to get through it because it's a lot.
Well, of course.
She said, okay. No, this is like her thinking. Did it matter then, she asked herself, walking towards Bond Street, did it matter that she must inevitably cease completely? All this must go on without her. Did she resent it, or did it not become consoling to believe that death ended absolutely? And then it just goes on like that. It's just like so existential and like...
See, that's why I personally can't get into Virginia Woolf. Because I'm in my like everything everywhere all at once like positive mindset.
And I agree with... Yes, me too.
So like I can't like that was me like 3 years ago. Boots.
But it's also like... Yes, me too. And it just doesn't lead anywhere healthy for me.
Exactly. Like I don't want to start like welcoming those like thoughts into my life again because
What's the point?
there
is no point.
really.
And we are saying this to a woman who did eventually like
Right.
So like clearly there is not a
She didn't watch that movie though. No, I'm just kidding. That's really kind of fucked up. Is
You're like,
that
cut
bad?
that, cut that,
Is
cut
that bad?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, it is like a sad situation.
Yeah, 100%.
There was no hope for her.
Yeah, well, she would have maybe thrived a little bit better in 2024. Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there's resources to help people who think
Totally.
like that now.
God.
It's so bleak.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was just like,
That's
maybe-
probably how I would feel if I lived in those times as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's not funny at all.
Don't you scared me because we were talking about serial killers and you were looking out the window and I was like, why are you
No,
looking
that's hella why I'm looking out the window because I'm like, whoa.
Is that all about Criminal Minds?
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about Virginia Woolf. I needed to update the pod on
The
that.
Criminal Minds of Virginia Woolf Pipeline went
Why
crazy.
did I remember?
Because of
you
death.
said I'm afraid of dying. And I
Yeah.
said, oh, speaking of.
Speaking of afraid of dying,
Yeah.
like period. I don't
Okay.
think I'm as afraid of dying anymore though. Period.
Period.
Growth.
Period.
Period.
Let's not get into that.
Yeah.
Not today.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
that's all on that.
Yeah. Number 3. I have OJ and
Wait, did you do number 4?
yeah.
Oh,
Rick
okay.
and Carrie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
My number 3 is OJ and Emerald from Nope.
Aww.
The brother and sister. Okay. And here's why.
Nope is my favorite Jordan Peele one.
I think Us beats it for me.
You give Us. I give Nope.
That's crazy. You give Us, I give Nope. Period.
Think
And
about
you
it.
know what? You're right.
Yeah,
You
don't
were
even
so right
try
with
to-
that. Yeah. And oh wow.
Can you tell I speak in like TikTok clips sometimes?
Whatever.
Who cares?
And whatever. The reason I picked them is because I felt like it was such an interesting like brother sister dynamic that I feel like we always see like annoying brother sister who's like fed up with him. But this one was very different where it was like he is like so shy, so reserved, and she's like so like the exact opposite. And I just loved seeing like their love for each other on screen. It was so like Daniel Kaluuya and Keke Palmer had such good chemistry that you were just like love them. Like you were immediately rooting from them from the beginning. That one scene where they're like the horse,
Yeah, the
like
horse
whatever
scene, yeah.
when they're on the set. You just immediately believe it. You're like on board. It was just so refreshing to see.
100%.
But Jordan Peele's always been good at like relationships between characters.
Oh,
All his movies
100%.
have like something like that.
Oh, 100%.
And yeah, that's why I put them. I was thinking about Brooke and Carrie, how they're like toxic, but I feel like OJ and Emerald are like,
You were claimed. You know?
yes, they're
It
like the
balances
opposite.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and I just love them
sweet.
so much.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I've been dying to rewatch it recently.
It's so good.
Especially because last episode we were talking about the Society of the Spectacle.
Yeah.
And that is literally the Society of the Spectacle is Nope,
Good.
basically.
Oh well, yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
I love that movie. That
God,
movie's
it's so
good.
fucking good, dude.
I remember walking out of that theater and being like, I don't even like. What do I do with the rest of my day? Like I was so just taken aback because it was not what I was expecting.
100%.
It was like so much bigger.
No, and I feel like it did not get respect when it came out.
No, people are like, no.
No, it's not.
People
Like,
were
get
so
out.
annoying about it.
Shut the hell up.
But I feel like
This is a beautiful film.
Yes, I feel like that's what filmmakers have to do. They have to do like a commercially like an audience, like easy audience, like.
That's an episode when comedy people go serious.
Oh, period.
That would tear.
Yeah.
Oh my God, him, Steve Carell. Like I think that would be
So many.
that would be such a good episode. And I feel like that's why I feel like when you do comedy, you have to have like such an interesting like thought about humanity as a whole because you're doing commentary basically on humanity at the end of the day. So like that's why I feel like his movies are so good.
Yes.
Ah,
Period.
we love you, Jordan Peele.
Like I can't. When he has a few more movies, we'll do an episode on him. I
Oh
feel like
my
3
God.
isn't enough, but like when he has like 5 or 6, like then we'll like do an
100%.
episode on him.
Does he have one in the works?
Yes.
Okay, period.
Yeah.
Because I know he got in his producing bag.
Girl. Period.
Yeah, period.
Okay. Who's your number 3?
Blair and Serena from Gossip Girl.
Oh, period. Okay.
They are dynamic. If one thing you could say about the relationship
Is that
that's
they're dynamic.
Like I love
Which one's Serena?
Serena's Blake Lively, my love.
So then who's?
Blair is Leighton Meester, my love.
Okay.
Are you having an idea in your head?
I need to Google them. Keep talking.
Okay, period. So Gossip Girl is one of the most formative teen shows in the planet. And it would be really wrong to not put Serena and Blair on this list because their levels of their friendship, like
Oh.
literally they used to be like best friends, and then you've never watched Gossip Girl.
No, I tried. I was like, I don't think this is for
It's
me.
not for you. I don't think it's for you, and that's okay.
Because I started it right after Pretty Little Liars because I was like, I need like more of this. It's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
No.
You're not gonna get that feeling.
No.
But
These
basically,
outfits
like
are crazy. What the hell?
exactly.
Period.
So like they just go the whole show basically teetering between best friends and frenemies
Oh,
and
love.
enemies. Like that's just the whole show. It's like, are they gonna be friends today or are they not gonna be friends today?
It's literally Girl So Confusing. They worked it on the remix. The song's about them. TikTok editors, we need you to make an edit.
I'm sure there is one.
Yeah.
Wait, that's literally how I was thinking. I was like, maybe I should just look up TikTok edits to Birds of a Feather when I'm researching who I should put on this list.
That's a good idea.
It was a good. I didn't even do it. Anyways, but Blair and Serena are a dynamic duo in a lot of senses. Like it is so Girl So Confusing. Girlhood.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. I'm like thinking a lot of things right now.
Period.
But like I just love a girl friendship. Like I feel like, you know, the Olivia Rodrigo of it all, like the Lacey, the Girl So Confusing of it
Okay,
all is
yeah.
just like, I'm always gonna eat that shit up. Seriously.
It's such an interesting dynamic. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like
Because I've always like leveled with like women have been in my life forever. Like I just don't have a lot of males in my life.
mhm.
So maybe that's why I connect more to like femme relationship.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I was trying to see how many of mine, but no, they're all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I didn't know. Well, it's because I did watch the new Gossip Girl, and I feel like there was no duos in that, right?
It was more so the couples.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
that's
they
not the
had.
same
I don't think
thing.
they had time to build up their friendships. I feel like if we gave it a little more time, it makes me so sad because that cast
Canceled?
honestly ate. Like not in like I think they did what they could with the story they were
Okay.
given. Hold on, I saw your face. Don't get crazy with them. But like I think like I could see where they were coming from, but you know what the tea is that they didn't have like the same writers.
You saw a vision.
Yeah,
Okay.
I understood the vision, and the vision would have ate if they had the original writers or the original writers and showrunners from Gossip Girl.
The OG Gossip
Yeah,
Girl.
the OG
Interesting.
Gossip Girl.
Period.
Yeah.
Dynamic duo Betty and Veronica from Riverdale. I just thought of
Absolutely.
that.
Well, yeah, that's like it's kind of giving similar teas, like in aspects of like friends. And, well, I guess they were kind of friends the whole time, right? Not
Who?
really. Betty and Veronica.
No. Do you know how the show ends?
Hella no.
They're in a.
Oh yes,
Like-
yes. I actually did know that.
Okay.
Actually,
How do you say that?
polyamorous relationship.
Yeah. The four of them, because they just didn't figure out. They're like, okay.
And honestly,
Period.
that is literally how it would end up if that shit happened in
Yeah.
Los Angeles,
that
California.
is the most like perfect fan service.
And
Like, you're never
that's-
gonna make anyone happy, so might as well just be like, okay, they're all together.
Oh, 100%. And I feel like that show is going to, like, in 5 to 8 years, like, that show is going to have, like, a campy moment.
Yeah, I did hate on it too much. I
Yeah.
did, because I just have to respect how crazy they went with it. I have to respect. Like, that is so iconic.
Coming from a man that literally wrote fan fiction for it, period. Right? Did he not
I
write
thought
fan
you were
fiction?
telling me like
No. The guy
the
that.
guy.
Yes.
He like writes like, what are those things called? What were they called? That like, it's not Jughead. Archie. Were they just called Archie Comics?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he wrote like Archie Comics fanfic,
Yeah.
and it ended up being that.
And
And period.
he ate that.
And he did eat that.
And he accomplished his life goal. And, like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not
He
going to be
did.
mad at that.
Yeah, in like the most fun way possible.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyways.
Very different from Gossip Girl, though.
Yeah, I
like,
don't know. I was just thinking like
vibe-wise.
teen shows.
I feel like that was like the vibe that they started with, but then they were like, and you know what, fuck it.
Yeah, and period.
Yeah.
Like what an iconic.
Well,
thing to
yeah,
do.
because Gossip Girl was like that girl, so a lot of
Yeah.
shows try to replicate that. So like,
Well,
Yeah.
like Pretty Little Liars wouldn't exist without Gossip Girl. I
oh,
don't think.
100%.
Like it really was like, oh, teen girls like to watch TV. Let's give them more to watch.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like, don't piss me off right
yeah,
now.
it's crazy.
Literally.
Okay, my number 2 is Thelma.
Do we
and
have a
Louise.
show like that right now? No,
A
we
teen
don't.
show?
A teen show that like eats like that.
Wait,
Maybe-
yes, there is. The Summer I Turned Pretty. People love that.
But it's not like raunchy boots like Gossip Girl and Riverdale and like all that.
But I think
It's
this
still
is a different
it's so
generation.
Taylor Swift.
Like I don't think this generation
Grow
wants
up.
that. No, I agree. Grow
I'm
up.
like,
No, period.
Right.
Like I was there sitting, getting in front of my TV, watching A call like Hannah, like giving her like pig cupcakes and like putting the other ones in, like locking the mothers in the basement. Like that show was crazy.
It really was.
Like we need to do an episode on that. Did you
Yeah.
finish Pretty Little Liars?
No, I hella don't finish TV shows.
Interesting.
I know we talk about this all the time.
Yeah. Because there's some I don't finish either.
I feel like that's so Libra of me.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. Somebody
Period.
sound off on that
Okay,
one.
Sound off on the comments. Okay, my number 2 is Thelma and Louise from Thelma and Louise.
Of course, I've never watched it.
Oh, I'm gonna let you borrow it too. I
Okay,
forgot to
thank
bring
you.
Anatomy of a Fall, but I'll bring it next time.
Okay.
Oh wait, on Wednesday when we're recording it.
Mhm.
Their relationship is so interesting, mostly because of the arc from the beginning to the end.
Mhm.
They're like so totally different people, and I just love. Okay, it's like same with you. Like I love we're complete opposites, like bestie duo, because it's like you. Whatever the other one
my
doesn't
last
have.
two are like they're kind of like similar people.
Oh,
Anyways.
okay. Well, the reason I think those are like that kind of dynamic duo is interesting is because they'll bring out in the other what they don't have, and
Like yin yang, black
Yes.
cat, golden retriever type.
and it's like, and I think that's why it's such a top tier like dynamic.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I just love them so much. I don't want to spoil the movie for you. I, think
I
you need it.
know.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
I
It's
feel like
such a
that's
good
why we're
movie.
like being like we're hella moving along quickly because we
Because
We
yeah,
have
we kind of
such
don't want to
different
spoil. I
ones.
mean, yeah, but it's still like
Yeah.
they have such good chemistry with each other. Like just the way they each approach the situations, you're like, damn, that is so crazy. Like you
I
both,
can't wait
your
to
brain
watch
like
it.
works so differently, but that's how it is in real life. Like
yeah, 100%.
like you and your like bestie will approach the situation in so totally different ways that you're just
Mhm.
like, damn, like
your mind.
yeah, like interesting.
Yeah.
Love that.
Wait, cute. I'm so excited to watch it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna love it.
Okay, I'm gonna show you another actor in that movie to motivate you.
Okay. Well, no. I've been wanting to watch it. It's just hella not on streaming.
No, it's not.
That's why I haven't watched it. That's literally the only reason why. Oh, Brad Pitt. I know. I know.
Oh, okay.
No,
It's
I hella,
crazy. No.
That's literally why. Because I think we were somewhere. Was it at the
This
House
is
Bunny thing? I don't know. I was watching something. No, it was Susan Sarandon literally talking about working on with Thelma and
Uh-huh.
Louise and about why they casted Brad Pitt. And I literally was like, wait, I'm
Damn.
hella watching
I didn't
it.
know he was in that movie. When he came on screen, I gasped.
He was so beautiful
Like-
in that movie.
I didn't know he used to look like that.
Yeah, mama.
That is crazy. What other movie does he look like that in? I feel like none.
He has a lot of like photo shoots that I feel like he would enjoy.
Oh, and
Anyway.
period. And you will find them on the Substack.
100%. I'm
Period.
thinking about there was one where he's wearing like a hot pink like party dress. It ate.
Oh, you've posted this picture before. I know
yeah.
this exact.
Oh,
I know this
100%.
exact
I think about it
photo.
a lot.
Period. So iconic.
Yeah. Anyways, my number 2 is Romy and Michelle.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mhm.
Well, okay, really quick before we get into it, this episode was originally dynamic duos and comedy.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think like towards the end, I do think is yours top one a comedy one.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, same for me.
Yeah.
So I do think we ended up being like the most iconic duos are in comedies.
Oh, 100%.
Period. That is
Yeah.
such a good one, Romy and Michelle.
Yo, Romy and Michelle is so good. I remember when I watched it, I think I literally was just like jaw dropped the whole time from like them being like the bimboest bimbos in the world to their outfits. Shout out Mona May. Alan Cumming is one of my favorite people ever. And also like the song. Do you know the song? If you lost, you can win.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. And also like the side characters too, like the like goth or not goth. I don't know if she's goth, but like she's like the moody one to like offset like the Romeo and Michelle of it all. And like I think that character is so interesting. Justin Theroux's the cowboy that from the school. I just think it's so funny.
Period.
It's just hee hee ha ha girl. Shout out Swingers Diner in Beverly Grove or whatever it's called because they shot there.
Oh, period.
Mhm.
You know, one time I was there and the cast of Daniel bleep out the name of the show.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's the place where
That's
it was.
the place where it was, and they were loud, rude, and rowdy, and it was at Swingers Diner. But I love it.
Oh yeah.
And you know the tea. I don't think I like the food. Did you like the
Oh, It's diner food, my love.
But I love diner food.
yeah.
I just think I'm still gonna go. Like the thing is, like I do complain about it and then I go back because I just love like
No,
the
it's
feeling
something
of being in
about
a diner.
a vibe is gonna give me every time.
Like the Riverdale Fantasy, like you're in there, you're like sitting in the booth, like there's a photo booth. Like,
yeah. I just love a diner.
I
Anyways,
do too.
Romeo and Michelle is a perfect movie, girlhood, bimbo like fantasy, and I just love them.
Yeah.
I just love silly, goofy girls.
I also like that it's like they're very similar characters,
Mm-hmm.
but then when you see them like kind of differ, you're
Mhm.
like, oh, period.
Yeah.
And you see like why the relationship works so much because they're not the same character,
Mm-mm.
but they the way they act is very similar.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's very interesting in that sense.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one. Period. You ate that. Okay, we're each at our number ones now, and
I feel like you can guess mine, honestly.
really,
Yeah, honestly, I feel like it's so clear.
okay. Well, my top one is one that you mentioned.
Already?
Yes.
Wait, the funk?
My top one is Leslie Knope and Ann Perkins.
Wait, what?
Because
I
and
didn't-
I'm gonna explain it, and that's why I didn't say anything when you said it because I was like, I'm gonna talk
Wow.
it through when I
yeah,
get to
yeah.
it. Their relationship being the core of that entire show is what makes that show so good. Because the only reason the whole show like kicks into motion is like Leslie wants to do something,
Mhm.
and Anne's like,
It's
"I need
literally
this to-"
girlfriends and their boyfriends, and I
Yes.
love it.
Yes, and it's just the way how different they are, how intense Leslie is compared with Anne's like, let's dial it down.
Because Ben is so like Anne coded,
Yes,
and then
yes, yes.
Rob Lowe's character is so like Leslie coded,
Yes,
and their
yes,
like
yes.
demeanor. So that's why I'm like,
yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. And when Anne leaves the show, girl, it's like one of the worst things to happen to the show.
yeah,
It makes me so angry. But then in the last season, when you get that scene of Leslie and Anne like at the park or whatever, you're like, oh, and that's and the end.
no,
Like it's such a perfect
literally.
ending. Like of I don't know. It's like there's so many shows that have like a core relationship, and I think Parks and Rec did it the best. Even though Anne leaves, it's still
Her
like
presence is still there.
yes,
Like they don't. It's not like they like you know how like when characters leave the show and suddenly they just have never existed in the plot ever.
Yeah.
Like Parks and Rec, like they still mentioned Anne.
Yeah.
because that's her bestie.
Yes.
Boots. Yeah.
And also, I thought it was interesting how it was like a bestie like relationship, but they're old, like they're not teenage girls.
Yeah, and
they're
they met like later
grown
in
women.
life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're grown women with full-time jobs and like careers and boyfriends, and but they like just met and they're like they queen out, and it's just so like how often do we get something like that?
Yeah.
And it's why I love
totally.
the show so much. It's why the show is so rewatchable. But then when you mentioned that, I was like, yeah, there's just so many good like duos in that show.
It's like it's such a great Parks and Recreation over The Office, like
Oh,
Hundo
yeah.
P.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
absolutely agree. Well, it's because I feel like the difference between Parks and Rec and The Office is a little bit like the characters are at the butt of the joke, whereas in Parks and Rec, it's a hopeful show at its core, and it's such
Hope
a
core.
yes, it's such a relief, and like it never feels like even when like the character like the town people of Pawnee, even when they're like being crazy, it never feels like mean spirited.
No,
It's just kind of like
they're just kind of ignorant.
that's a kooky diva, but like it never feels like cruel or mean.
It feels really real too.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
because then you watch like actual town hall meetings and you're like,
that's literally how it is.
what?
Oh my god, I literally saw a TikTok clip. It was like another show.
Yeah,
And I forget what the show was though, but then people were like, yeah, it's so funny that like some of the most like popular TV shows like House of Cards and stuff like that, like the very intense drama, like political shows are not like how politics is at all.
yeah,
But people that work in politics literally say like Parks and Recreation is
Yes.
literally how politics is. And that, let's just sit with that for a second.
yeah. I love Parks and Rec. Also crazy that Joe Biden was in Parks and Rec. Michelle Obama, like there was like real life politicians in that
I
show.
forgot that Leslie was obsessed with Joe Biden.
Like had a crush on him. Like thought he was like really attractive. Like that's the bit, and it's so funny. It's also interesting to watch that Leslie Knope in the pilot is not the Leslie Knope in the rest of the show.
And hella character development.
Yes, she gets better.
Positive.
Also, that guy in the first season, that one man, what's his
That
name?
guy.
He's not in the rest of the show. He's so annoying. She's
Oh,
like
I
obsessed with him.
hella know what you're talking about.
Oh my
Yeah, we
god,
don't
I
need to name
hate
drop.
his character.
Yeah.
I hate his character. It gets so much better when Ben and
I love Ben
Rob Lowe show
Wyatt.
up.
Ben Wyatt,
Period.
perfect man for her.
Yes, yeah.
Perfect. They match each other's freak in such a beautiful way.
They do match each
God.
other's freak. What a good show. The way I'm gonna rewatch it.
No, I'm like
Yeah.
hella giddy thinking about it.
It's just so good. It makes me so happy. It has genuine like good writing, like laugh out loud moments.
Mm-hmm.
Also crazy that it impacted the culture. Like, what's that thing that Donna and
Treat yourself.
Like, there's like Target merch with that, unaffiliated.
100%.
Like, it's just like a thing now.
No, and like
Girls-
now everybody's talking about getting little treats.
Galentine's. Like, they literally like.
They rock the culture.
Period.
Period. I love Parks and Recreation.
So yeah, I think that's my top dynamic duo. I just love.
Do you want to try to guess mine?
Can you give me a clue?
It's a movie. Girls. With girls.
Oh, is it the Booksmart Divas?
Yeah.
Oh, period. Oh, I forgot about them.
Those are my favorite divas ever to be on Diva.
What are their names?
Amy and Molly, which is crazy. I just feel like this movie is so me coded. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's something like I made up. Do you know what I mean? Do you
I-
ever
I-
like watch
yes.
something and you're like, wait, this is about me?
Yeah, you're like crazy
And also,
that I didn't make this.
No, it's crazy that I did make this and someone stole my idea.
Yeah.
Like,
crazy that
down
someone
to
stole
the
my idea that I
names.
never wrote down.
No, down to the names because
Yeah.
Amy and Molly were literally both like names that either I wanted to be named myself or named my children.
Oh, interesting.
And so when this movie dropped, I literally was like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And also, like, I think, hold on, me not remembering who's who.
Also, I think that movie itself just speaks to like Olivia Wilde is a good director, and I think we all need to forgive her for Don't Worry, Darling, and that whole press run. And I'm ready for her next one.
100%.
And I don't think we need to be like crazy about it. Like I'm ready. She's a good director. I love Booksmart.
No, I agree with you. Because she's cool girl. Like, she's a cool girl.
Yeah, she's like you see her with the little hat, and you're like, period.
Period queen.
Oh my god, you know that book?
And her cuff jeans. Her
And
cuff
jeans,
Madewell
a white
jeans.
tank, like
She
so
tore.
good. I was talking about Olivia Wilde's outfits. That book that A24 just came out with, that says how directors dress.
I need it.
Oh my god, I need it.
I've
so
never needed
bad.
something more bad.
Because I was like, shit, is that even? I remember thinking like a while back, like, is that even in our Hollywood? Like, that's not an episode. But I just was like, it's so interesting to think about like director what they wear. Anyways.
Sophia Coppola boots. Anyways.
Yeah.
So Molly is literally me as fuck. When I
Yeah.
was in high school, college, like I remember watching it and being like,
You got the chills.
I literally was like, did they like have cameras on me?
You were like, wait, is this play about us?
No, literally though, because I like the overachiever aspect resonated hard, but still wanted like male validation resonated very hard. Like there was just so many little things that Molly did, which is why I have such an affinity towards Beanie Feldstein.
Yes.
She ate Funny Girl, and I hate anybody that says otherwise.
Period. I agree
Don't
with you.
piss me off. I literally sobbed when I watched Funny Girl and her play it. Anyways, so I just feel like that movie is so beautiful. Like I feel like that's so like our generation, like Thelma and Louise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
You know, and I also love Amy. Like I just feel like that's such a very wholesome like queer character that is so like real to how I feel like a lot of people like feel these days. I kind of talked about that in the sex episode, but I just like am obsessed. I need to rewatch this too. Like I just love them.
And they're also like,
they would have ate up that little TikTok trend that's like, we say this when
oh yeah,
like they would have ate that the fuck up.
This is what we say when that's
Yeah.
yeah. I do like it also because they're so different, and you're just like, it almost feels like the friendship shouldn't work, but that's why it works so well because they're so like, and their dynamic. Just watching the movie, like you believe the friendship like immediately.
100%.
They're so funny together,
and they clocked the fuck in for that thing.
Yeah.
They lived with each other prior. Like, I also like all the people. I could just remember that whole press run for that movie was just like, yeah, we're all friends. Like we all hella hang out. Like, and I think that's why it felt so realica. Like it. Oh my god.
And that movie has something for everyone. Like it's so funny. I love
amazing ensemble cast.
Yes,
One of my favorite ensemble casts as
Yeah.
well. Not beyond the dynamic
I agree with
duo.
I love the like the bit, or I guess it's more of a gag of the taxi driver being like a killer or whatever.
Yeah.
So good. Like the whole movie is just so like it borders the line between like realism and like absurdism, and it never like crosses it, and it works so well, and their friendship is so wholesome.
Would you agree though about the Molly thing and me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
am I self-inserting boots?
No,
Okay.
no. I agree with you. Well, I think that's definitely how you see yourself.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
Yeah.
Like
not anymore, I
high
would
school.
say.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, but the high
You're what
schoolism.
she would have been like if there was a Booksmart 2 in the future of like whatever.
Olivia Wilde, like, call me up. I'm being dead ass. Period.
Yeah. Crazy that both of our top 2s were women besties.
Well.
Yeah.
And that's something to say about male friendship on screen. I guess honorable mention for male friendships is literally Fast and the Furious. Vin Diesel and Paul Walker's character.
Like,
they kind of ate though. Tell me you didn't sob when you
Girl,
the
I've never
See You
seen
Again.
a single Fast and Furious movie. And we're talking about them next week, so I'm going to have to watch them. But
Well, don't watch all of them.
oh, I wasn't going to.
Okay. I was like,
I was going to watch literally the first one.
There's a reason why See You Again was the popular song of that year.
It still hits. Sorry.
Yeah, and when you get the friendship lore, bitch, you're gonna sob.
What friendship lore?
Vin Diesel and Paul Walker, like, why? Oh my god, I'm literally tearing up
I've
thinking about it.
I've seen the scene, like
I
when
know,
they go
but
drive.
I know, but it's not gonna hit if you don't
know the
get,
lore.
Like, exactly. Like, and I don't even like action movies like that. It's literally because my parents love action movies, and I was forced to watch it, and it's loud, and I watched it when I was a child.
Period.
Anyways, but Amy, Molly 8, that's my queenies. I would literally be their third.
You're Queenie Beltstein. Girl. Well, guys.
Anyways,
I
think we ate that.
We did eat that. Guys, shortest episode of Our Hollywood 2 ever. It will never be this short again.
But like good.
But like, yes, we're giving you guys a break because I feel like when guest episodes come back, when we start doing our guest ones again, those are going to be a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like it's 3 people talking.
Yeah.
And we have to give everyone the space to.
Also, it's nice for us to have the break as well.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And for me to edit.
Totally.
Like not that long of an episode.
Oh my god, we're finally gonna have like all video through the episode.
That's crazy. You guys are gonna get the goodbye on camera.
It's never happened before.
No, literally not once in 52 episodes. 54? This is 50.
Oh.
Okay. I guess we spoke too soon. Well,
Whoa.
guys, thank you so much for listening to Our Hollywood. Don't forget to check out the Substack, ourhollywood.substack.com, where you can find all the little. I guess we didn't use links for this one, but I'll put the movies and TV shows in case you guys want to see that. Someone commented on they were like, where are you listing the movies?
Oh, I think we should put what we watched too, because I think they were talking about like something we watched.
Oh, okay. I did put that on this. I put like the little posters.
Okay.
On the Substack. Because yes, I think they were talking about that too. I was like, oh, I don't think you're talking about the.
They're talking one of the shows you were talking about.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So yeah, that'll all be on the weekly Substack. And yeah, next week we're doing a little. We're dipping into the franchises of the world. Well, I guess of America, not necessarily the world.
Wait, I'm hella not gonna watch Saw. Sorry.
I know you're not,
Okay.
and that's fine. I don't want you to, because I don't think you would enjoy it.
No.
Just randomly saying that. Anyways, yeah, check out our TikTok and our Instagram. We're posting clips. At Our Hollywood is our TikTok. At our.hollywood is our Instagram. And yeah, thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.